Okay, everyone. It is October 28th, 10 p.m. Year is 2023. Tonight is the night of the full moon, which is known as the Hunter's Moon. It got its name from times when night hunters used it to be able to hunt and see at night. It's a very beautiful moon tonight. And what makes it also special is that the fact that it's 3 days until Samhain, or All Hallows Eve, or Halloween, or the Day of the Dead, whatever you call it. So it's going to be a night where we have to be extremely careful on who we call up. As you can see, I'm setting my quartz around and stuff. Everything's been saged. My white candles are burning. My black, red, and pink are also burning. So we're going to get started with this. Also, I picked up a few more books, which I'm going to do some more short videos on them and everything. I'm using one of the smaller pendulums tonight, one that I've not used before. So we're going to see if it's shy. Can you tell me which way is yes? Okay, it's going in an up and down swing. Thank you. Can you tell me which way is no? And it's going back and forth or left from right. Thank you. Which way is maybe? And for this one, maybe is in a counterclockwise position. Okay. Which way is possibly or I don't know? And for this one, it's going in a clockwards position or clockwise. Very good. Now, can you tell me, is there a spirit inside this one? There's no spirit? Okay, so we are working with one that has nothing in it. I was hoping I would have one in this one, but I didn't. Are you sure there is no spirit inside? And it's saying yes, it's sure. Okay. Will you be able to give me the answers that I need tonight? Yes. So we're going to start out with the last 2 weeks, maybe 3, there have been more interviews done by the hikers that found Julian sands, by another young man who I'm assuming had interviewed him, and some kind of doctor that they asked, him to give an assessment on Julian's attitude. Now, when it comes to the hikers, are they telling the truth about what happened? No. The woman who was doing the hike Is she actually a professional hiker? Yes. Has she gone into Good Canyon more than 10 times? Yes. The remains that they found, the bones, the dark clothing, the red boot, or whatever it was, were those the property of Julian Sands? No. Were the remains of Julian Sands? No. Did Julian Sands die on that mountain? No. Have there been any memorial services performed by the family? No. Do they intend to have any memorial services? No. So far everything has been no. Did Julian Sands have a GPS tracking system with him the day he went hiking? Yes. Did he also have a helmet? Yes. Did he have a backpack? Yes. Did he have his ice axes with him? Yes. They said Julian was not wearing clamp-ons, but micro spikes. Is that true? No. Was he wearing clamp-ons? Okay, that's a very strong yes. Okay. By some miracle, did Julian sneak off that mountain? Yes. Thank you. Can you tell me where he's at? No. If you knew where he was at, would you tell me? No. Okay, thank you. The family has acted as if nothing has actually happened. Is there any grieving going on in that family? No. Did Julian take his backpack, his helmet, and his ice axes with him? Yes. Are they still in his possession? Yes. And it's a strong yes. Can you tell me, is he safe right now? Yes. And a very strong yes. Does he ever plan to come back and take his old life again? No. Can you tell me, is Grams here with me now? Okay, thank you. Was there a reason why he chose to start over again in life? No. Was he just tired of all the Hollywood bullshit that was going on? Yes. So, it's been 10 months since he went up that mountain. It was 6 months when they found the remains. We've had, if I counted correctly, we've had 11 different stories on how his remains were found. Most of them by the hikers. I don't know anything about the hikers. I really don't want to know anything about them. He is safe. He just got fed up with the Hollywood scene, and it looks like he just maybe faked his death and whatever and just booked. With the strike that was going on, I know that a lot of them were able to spend more time with their families and things like that. So, let's see. His first wife is writing books about him. Will there be some misinformation in those books? Yes. Would they be worth buying. No. Do you think Julian will come back as somebody else? That's a yes. Do you think he will take up acting again? Yes. Would it be theater acting? Yes. When he comes back, will people be able to recognize him? No. Could there possibly be maybe some plastic surgery in his future? Yes. Do any of his friends know, or did they know, what he had planned? That's a maybe and a no combined. So, I got a lot of questions. I had a lot of people that emailed me with those questions. So, those have been answered. We're going to go on to a few other ones. We have a dear friend in our little group that we haven't heard from. So, I'm not going to say her full name, but is Dee doing all right? Yes. Is she still very sick? Yes. Is Kay going to start feeling better? Yes. Is Grams playing with the candles? Okay. Oh, I see one of them's out. Okay, sweetie. I see what you're talking about. Let's see if I can get it lit again. Grams, I would really appreciate it if you'd quit blowing the candles out. That's strange. If you can see, the inside of the candle is a pinkish color. That has never happened before. It almost looks like blood. And it will not light. Okay, that's a little spooky. Hold on, I have another white candle. I've never had a candle turn red in the center like that. Okay. When this happens, as you can see, this is never a good sign. So, might not have been a wise idea to do it this close to Halloween. Okay. Is there somebody else here with us besides Graham? Yes? Is it a bad spirit? Yes. Is this spirit a demon? Yes. Is he inside the circle with us? No. Do you recognize this demon? Okay. Well, I can see we are having a very strange night. Okay. So we have an uninvited presence right now, which is never a good thing. So, okay. Will Dee be back with us soon? Will it be a few more months? Yes. Maybe? Oh, you don't know. Okay, honey. Thank you. This Halloween, or Samhain, or All Hallows Eve, should people be extremely careful? Will there be more demons on All Hallows Eve than what we are used to? Would you say it would be best for all people to avoid cemeteries or graveyards this year? And that's a big yes. And she's not wanting to swing or stop. It's okay, honey, you can stop. Is the demon bothering you? Well, you know we're inside a protective circle. Yes. Is there something different about this Hallows Eve than those in the past? Yes. Do you know what it could be? Okay. Usually when they stop like that, they're afraid to say anything, so I'm not going to push it to get an answer. Is the demon on the right side of me? Is it on the left side of me? Is it behind me? Okay. So, that's cameras falling off, candles turning to blood, and nobody has. This world is getting so crazy. There's no telling what is going on. But, oh, so we had a young lady that she had asked prior, and she wanted to know, was her boyfriend still cheating on her? No. Okay. Was he ever cheating on her? No. Was she just a little insecure? Yes. Okay. Let's see. There was another girl who wanted to know if she should go through her boyfriend's phone. So, do you think she should go through his phone? Yes. Is he cheating on her? Okay. So, to that young lady, because I don't give out names, I don't want their names or anything. When she sees this, she'll know who I'm talking about. Yeah, go through his phone. I don't recommend it because that builds, there's no trust in a relationship when you do something like that. Um, if your suspicion is that you've seen him doing it and you just want to confirm your thoughts, then you need to confront him. My experience seeing young couples is that if they're cheating, the phones will be locked. They're not going to give the phones over willingly. If he has nothing to hide, he may give her the phone and let her go through it, and then he may pack up his bags and leave because she didn't put enough trust in him. Young couples, they really need to be careful and everything with the way they conduct their relationships nowadays. We've had way too many young women murdered, young children and stuff, so people need to take and slow down and refocus on their lives. There were some other ones that had asked questions, but those were fairly easy enough for me to type back and tell them with a private one their best routes to go. Are my beautiful ladies doing better now? Has life become a little bit easier for them? Is Kay still having problems with the spirits walking through her house? Is she starting to accept the ideal that they're there? Okay. Can you tell me, is Grams still here? Okay. So, those are those questions with the pendulum. I was asked to draw a rune, so I have to get my book, so hold on. So I can get a meaning. Okay. So, this young lady wanted to know what the future held for a person by the name of JR. So, we're not going to pull any of the upright ones because I can see them. So I will pull this one, and the rest will go back into the bag. Okay, I'll pull two. Sorry, Grams. I'll do the tarot cards if you promise not to flick them out of my hand. Okay. So. Now 2 stones. So we draw the blank. And okay. This one is known as Solo. Its translation means the sun. Keywords for this particular stone is light, energy, good health, and success. So, primary themes is the ruin of the sun and the life-sustaining light it provides, while Kinaz represents the light of the torch fire, guiding one through the night. Soil represents the light of day, in which all is illuminated. Okay. It's to help keep sailors' spirits up, travelers. Additional meanings. While the sun is crucial to the life on Earth, its power can also be harmful if its intensity is not balanced with other forms of energy. Depending on the content of the reading, Sowilo may be asking you to look at how you are directing your vitality. Are you scattered over too many activities? Okay, so it's just saying, don't spread yourself too thin. Take it one day at a time. Make sure that you stay balanced. It's a good stone. So from our friend JR, it means happiness, traveling. He's doing great. I think that's about what she needed to know and everything. And this is the one that I was telling you about. As you can see, It's known as a blank. But we'll see in this book if it gives it any type of meaning. It's usually at the back of the book. Conclusion. Okay, here we go. Nope, it does not have any meaning. Nope. And this particular stone that I pulled, its associated colors are yellow, white, and gold. Its rune number is 16. Its associated deity is Balder. It's associated with the sun and fire. That's its element. And its magical correspondents are ruby, sunstone, juniper, and mistletoe. And in my ancestry, mistletoe is what killed Odin's son, Balder. Loki disguised himself and shot an arrow, and it killed him. This can be anything. So it can be a continuation. But wait a minute, it's not making any sense. Where's my chart here? Where's that chart at? I've never drawn. I think that one represents family. It could be wrong. Let's see here. So it's good to have your book with you. And it is not on the list. So it can be interpreted any way that you would like to interpret it. But where you draw them together like this, I would see that maybe it means that JR is going to have a more fulfilling life than he realizes yet. So let's hope that JR does get that nice fulfilling life. Balance his life. Make sure that, he stays in alignment with everything, since it is associated with the sun, fire element, mistletoe. We don't want anything to happen to him. So that's a good thing. So, and we need one card. So, this pendulum will be pulling the card for me. Well, why is my box locked shut? Well, that's strange. Well, Grams, you gotta stop playing with these. Okay. I don't think I've shuffled them since the last time that we did the reading. So, I never bothered to straighten them up. She loves tarot cards, as my friend Kay will tell you, and she does think it's funny too. Every now and then flip them out of my hands. So this is why we're going to do it this way. And hopefully everything will turn out okay. Okay. Not bad. Okay. One, two, three. Okay. Okay, sweetie, is there any card that you want from this particular set? Just answer yes if there is. It's okay. Okay, so there's nothing from that one she wants. Okay. Okay. Is there anything from this one? There was nothing from that deck? Okay. This is the last text, sweetie, so just say yes when I get close to the card. Okay. Is that the one you want? Okay. Pull these out. Okay. This one. This one. Okay. So. Oh, is it the one under? This one. This one. Okay. She was adamant about that. Okay. Let me get my other book. Okay, I will be right back. I had some study homework to do on tarots. So, we will flip it over. It's in its upright position. It is the Two of Swords. So, wands, swords. Okay, King of Swords. 10, 5 of Cups. Okay. 2 of Swords. 8, 6. Okay. Let's see. Okay, she's blindfolded and she has 2 swords crossed over her breasts with a crescent moon above her. Okay, yeah. Okay, the card represents a situation in which it appears impossible to move forward because you can't figure out with logic or intellect how to proceed. You must rely on blind faith that the universe will handle things. When it's up in its... Okay, so if you think you're stuck or whatever, use your gut, your heart. That's what's called blind faith. There's a saying that says, live today as if it's your last because tomorrow isn't promised. It's kind of like that. I would say, if you're stuck and you just push forward, take a leap of faith to do that. And in its upright position, this card indicates status. You may be maintaining the situation by putting up a facade and ignoring the underlying tension that exists. This is an uncomfortable position to be in, but you weren't ready to do anything about it. So you need to speak up and communicate clearly. Eventually, however, change must take place. You must have choices. Remove the blindfold and look honestly at the situation. So, it could mean that if you're in a bad relationship and you don't want to acknowledge that, it's time for you to take off the blindfolds and look really hard at the situation that you're in. If you're at work, and your job is going nowhere, but you have the opportunity to go for another job, better pay, better people, then you take that leap of faith and you go in. You have to change the situation which you have put yourself in. It means you've got to speak up. You need to tell people around you. You need to become one with yourself. I would recommend going out to the woods, taking a walk, walking in the moonlight, maybe building a small fire, meditating, and then bring yourself back into yourself, but not as the same person that you were. Speak out, voice your opinion, and make a better life for yourself. So remember, the Two of Swords. Take a leap. Take the blindfold off and see what's before you. So, that's the best way to do things. So, we know that the stories are going to continue about Mr. Sands. They're never going to stop, probably. It's just people who, I guess, are looking for 15 minutes of fame. We know that there was never an official autopsy. We know that they don't have a cause of death. They said they made a positive ID, but we don't know how they did that without any type of, if it was bones, you know, I don't know. I've worked in the medical field. I've seen autopsies done. There's always a way to make a positive ID, but we don't know if that was done. Cause of death, well, they've left that as undetermined. Well, for me, that would be a little stupid, because if he was caught like they're saying he was caught, you know, in this snow and everything, then we would know what the cause of death is. You know, human beings aren't that stupid. So, that's what makes me a little suspicious about what I see. So, and if you're wondering, these are handmade woven selenite wands for negativity, which I've made for a friend. So, anybody interested can email me about them. They're not that expensive and they're not that hard to make. We know that he's not going to come back. If he does, that with a little plastic surgery, nobody's going to know who he is. So, with the way things went and his disappearance, early in everything, I knew something was up. I could feel it in my gut. My girls could feel it. Things just didn't make sense. And you know, like the finding of his car and stuff. I do wish his family well. And I hope that they understand that there are some of us who just, you know, find it hard. We've researched so much that, you know, you don't get a cause of death or anything from the sheriff, who is also the coroner, who's got a, what, an $80 million budget or something like that, or 800,000. Anyway, he's got a large budget to where he could hire more men. He could hire more forensics. Maybe make a bigger lab and stuff like that. But anyway, everybody stay safe this Halloween. There's potential danger lurking everywhere you turn nowadays. So please try to be careful. Don't do anything that's going to get you into trouble. For the ladies that I answered their questions, the one about the phone, that's up to you what you want to do. If you want to raid his phone, go ahead. You want to ask him if you could look at it, go ahead. But you're going to have to face the consequences. To the other girl, I'm glad to find out that your boyfriend was not cheating and that you can proceed on in life for your wedding and whatever else. For JR, he's fine. He's enjoying it, the sun, everything. So we will check with her every now and then and check on him every now and then. I've gotten some new books that I've been going through, and I hope to be able to get those videos made. Some of these books are a little bit more complicated, and I'm trying to break them down to where they make a little bit more sense, if you know what I mean. That I've gotten herb books, spell jars books, candle magic, the colors, what they coincide with and everything. So they're rather large. I've found my encyclopedia of witchcraft, so that might be able to help me with it. I have so many books placed so many places that I've lost track of all of them. So, like I said, and just like with the candle, it's still pink on the inside. I do not know what caused that. I will have to do some severe studying on this candle because I don't know what that means. None of the other ones had done that. No. And the only one that should be red like that would be my red candle, which is still lit, and so is my black one and my pink one. So, I don't know, maybe it was a reaction from the entity that's standing behind me that's breathing down my neck. But other than that, everyone, be blessed, be safe, love each other, and remember, live each day as if it's your last. Enjoy life, because tomorrow is not promised. So, with that, good night. I will keep you posted when we do another video. It'll probably be around, maybe the winter solstice, which is the 21st of September. I mean, of December. Between now and then, that'll give me time to prepare and get more questions together. Email me. My email is in my, is linked in with my YouTube channel. So feel free, you could ask what it is that you need to ask. With that, blessed be. I love all of you. And good night.